We're going back to Worcester, Massachusetts, my old stomping grounds, to look at another back issue of Insect Man. Hey everyone, it's Tom. It's FANzine Live. We are looking at classic zines today, and it has been a long time since I looked at an issue of Insect Man or Insect Man's Weird Tales. We're going to take a look at issue 102 from April of 1986. I picked this up in person at That's Entertainment Comics in Worcester, Massachusetts. This is the house book. The house zine at the comic shop. It was created, the character Insect Man was created by Paul Howley, the owner of That's Entertainment, and he just let folks make his comic as he ran the shop more and more. It's pretty cool. It's drawn by a guy named Ken Carson. The writer is a guy named David Lynch. Yeah, David M. Lynch, script and layouts, and then Ken Carson did the art and the letters. David Lynch did some other work for Paul's TE Comics, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He did The Bird, and he did a few other things. And here we go. Paul Howley's Insect Man in the Nexus. The reason I picked this one up, I've got probably about maybe 15, 20 issues of Insect Man. But the reason I picked this up was, first off, it's a one-off, so you don't have to read a multi-part story. The other one is 1986. You look at this, a bunch of tiny little ninjas. You know where they're going with it. And it has something to do with Mirage Studios and Eastman and Laird. So this is Insect Man in the Nexus. Basically, this Greg says, hello, Greg, I'm not home. Greg, it's Mrs. Mason, Rex's mother. No, can you tell her I'll be there in a half hour? Gotta get ready, put on a cup of coffee, gotta clean up the mess. So this Greg character clearly is kind of out of sorts. At the home of Mr. and Mrs. Richard Mason, they are waiting. I love this. Look at the little caption box with the finger pointing down and pointing there. Inset box says patiently. Note, professional printing. This is an 8-page digest. Was done on white paper. It's now kind of cream because paper ages. Also, you've got Zipatone being applied. You can see it there, there, there. So some effort was put in. Ken did a good job with this. Perhaps they are waiting for this man, a man who shrugs off the wind of a cold New England November, because that's November 85, Insect Maniacs. He approaches the warmth of his parents' house, but still they wait. He is not the one. Rex, come in. Hello, Mom and Dad. Growing your mustache back. And why not? Mason men look good with mustaches. Richard, get Rex something to drink. I'll take your coat, son. Thanks, Mom. The usual, ginger ale. And he's got a why do you wear that thing everywhere you go, that Insect Man costume? Don't be a nag. He's got a job to do. Outside, a Mustang arrives, a 65 Mustang. Nice interpretation of it. Perhaps Greg Nile, this guy, is the one. But no, still they wait patiently. They wait. Greg, how nice. Or Gregory, spare me. Greg, good to see you again. Been only 3 weeks, or since last issue. What's with the mustache? So basically he had an accident. They ask if he had any job prospects, and it appears that he lost his arm. And he was an artist, a right-handed artist who lost his right arm. So now he's kind of bitter. Ding dong. Hi, I'm looking for... And of course, mid-80s, comic shop, you know where we're going with this. You got to have your version of Elektra. And this is Scythe. The waiting is over. She is the one. Rex, how are you? What are you doing here? This is my parents' home. So Scythe has come for Rex, who is, of course, Insect Man. The 4 of them jump off. No, there are 5. There are 5. Rex, I'm sorry for barging in. I've been trying to track you down since last night. It's important. It better be. They talked about 3 hours wasted while Rex's parents and I talked about everything, what we were supposed to tell Rex, and she has to show up. Then, of course, no one move. Oh my God, we merely want me. Yes! Look at these guys, a bunch of little baby ninja types. I don't care how cute you are, get out of my house. No, get away, old woman. This smacks. Mistake. Bad mistake. And of course, we're now going into insect mode because he can change into insects and then pop out of it. Get into the kitchen. Where did the costume one go? Stop grandstanding. Rex, we're outnumbered. One way out. the wrist. What does that say? One way out. The wristbands I received from the counter skull have several settings, but I only need one. And he shoots some fire or something. Burns the couch. Greg, lend a hand. Greg was his partner. This is his fault. He feels, "Arr." Sometimes a little anger is all you need. Okay, Scythe, explain. The little ninjas ran away, it appears. They all scooted when they started burning the couch. No time. I have to follow them. By the way, Rex, your wristbands are smoldering. Uh-oh, so those fancy wristbands are gone now. Flame took his arm, and he still can't face it. So we now have the wreckage and dealing with it. Not bad for a little 7-page story, 8-page mini comic. A little bit of action, a little bit of character, setting the story up for the future, wherever that holds. It's been a while since I've read this one. So there we go. Insect Man 102, another TE comic. Pretty nifty classic zine. I always love when these comic shops have their own in-house stuff. Wonderful to see, and I'm so glad to be able to share these with you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to FANzine Live, and of course, tell your friends, because we talk about stuff like Insect Man and dive into the history of comics and zines where you just don't see in other places. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time.